Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Lego Star Wars AT-AT or AT-AT. It's in this massive box right here. Hopefully I can fit it all in the camera there. And it will set you back £140. It's a large amount of money for a 1,000-piece Lego set. However, I was able to use some of my VIP points to get a bit of money off. And if you've got VIP points, you don't need me encourage you to spend them, because they do have a limited life of about 18 months. So bear that in mind. Let's unbox this. Thought it'd be appropriate using this kind of grey colour. Oh, love these boxes. These are fantastic for putting the Warhammer minis in. Here we go. So, get a free gift. This is going to be a free gift for one of my family members, because I've already got that set, and here it is. Bigger than I expected. It seems to be probably bigger, I want to say, than the Razor Crest box, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Oh, you go over there. So there it is. The minifigures, you get Luke Skywalker with the lightsaber and the thermal detonator. You get General Veers, the AT-AT, the AT-AT driver, another AT-AT driver, and 2 snowtroopers. These are all new minifigures for me. You get the E-Web, so I'm sure I can create some kind of awesome looking diorama with the Mandalorian. There's the snow speeder right there. It's just a fantastic Lego model. I mean, these AT-ATs are the reason I collect Titans. When I was a kid, I watched the AT-ATs making their way across the snow, and they're just absolutely fantastic. Their appearance in the recent movies, not so much. But yeah, it was just awe-inspiring, these big tall walkers, and that was before I even found out there were Titans in Warhammer. But anyway, let's have a look at the reverse. It's a full play kit, of course, so you've got like a grappling hook pulley system in there that pulls Luke Skywalker up into the belly of the AT-AT. The head has this spring type system. No doubt, if and when they release the Ultimate Collector's Series edition of this, which is rumoured to be later on this year, it's going to be fantastic. Much bigger, much more detail, although this one is a good starting point and you can actually fit the 3 minifigures in there. So let's unbox it. We're just going to cut these tabs off. Keep the box, of course, and let's have a little sneak peek in there. Oh, fair bit of grey just peeping out. I must say, it is quite a long box. I mean, I could probably have done with half the size of the box, maybe, but way, there are all the pieces. As I say, it's about 1,000 pieces, which is similar to the bonsai tree I recently built, and also the Razor Crest is about 1,000 pieces too. So try not to move these around too much, but there's bag 2, bag 3, bag 4, bag 5, bag 1, got a brick removal tool, that's quite funky, bag 6, 7, and 2 bag 8s. So overall that's 9 bags, because you get 2 bag 8s, and this is the instruction manual. If you haven't already downloaded the Lego app, it's really decent app, to be fair. You can load up any instruction manual that Lego do, and you can follow it on your iPad if you didn't want to do it this way. Is that a gradual move from bundling all of these instruction booklets with the kits? I'm not quite sure. At the moment it seems like a fantastic optional extra. But yeah, all you have to do as well is just scan that code in, and then it'll load it up. It's fantastic. So this booklet will set you back 182 pages. At the rear, you've got a number of kits there which are already out. Rumour has it there's going to be an Ahsoka and Darth Maul dual kit coming out this year too, and it just starts off here. So bag 1 is the minifigs, 2 is the chassis, 3 is the chassis and the inside, 4 the same, 5 is the final part of the body, and then 6 you build the legs, 7 you add more to the legs, and 8 you do the head and the final 3 minifigures. And it kicks off with Luke Skywalker. So there we go, that's my unboxing of the Lego Star Wars AT-AT. I will be building this set on a live stream on Tuesday the 16th of February. If you have missed the live stream, fear not, just look into this channel's playlists under Lego live streams and it will be there. Now the next part of this video, I will have the model complete and we'll look at the minifigs in more detail, and I'll go through a full review of the model. Join me in part 2. And here we have all of the minifigs in the Lego Star Wars AT-AT. You've got Luke Skywalker, clearly in the orange, looks fantastic. I really like their printing that they've done on the belt and the legs and the front chest. I like the helmet too, looks really cool, and of course he comes with the lightsaber and that thermic charge. You've got General Veers with the binoculars and a printed chest, and you've also got 2 AT-AT drivers and 2 snowtroopers. So pretty decent with the number of minifigs in this set. You know, you are getting 6, which I think is quite good. And here is the AT-AT or AT-AT in all of its glory. It's a tall Lego figure. I will be showing you a size comparison next to a Warhammer Titan and a Warlord Titan in a moment from the Warhammer 40,000 universe. But if you know the sizes of minifigs, then you can see that it scales up quite nicely. This is the E-Web. It rotates on the tripod. You know, you can man it with one of the snowtroopers. This can fit in the AT-AT, and so can the snow speeder bike. These move about a little bit, so you can sort of join them. You've also got one of the little studs that can be put in there as well, and you've got these handlebars and the footrests as well. So having a little bit of a close-up with this figure, the legs were a bit monotonous because they're all kind of the same to put together, but they did go together quite well. I was dubious about it supporting all this weight on the top, but it works. It doesn't wobble too much. It's quite sturdy. You can kind of pose it somewhat. You know, it's got these nice clicky joints, so you can pose the legs somewhat, which is quite cool. You've got this front head section with the blasters, and these that do fire out. You just push them and they go a good distance. So it is a sort of play kit. I think the head looks good and the visor there. This head opens up just on the top, and you can actually fit all 3 of the crew in there, and it's you know, nicely detailed, I guess. The head is on this joint. This ring doesn't really serve that much of a purpose. It does sway to and fro. It usually falls back into the middle, so the most posability is at the you know, top of the neck there, rather than it being moved there and then held into place. It won't hold into place if you want a full kind of angle there. It will just sort of sway to the middle, which I guess is good, because if you accidentally knock it, it's got a fair bit of travel, and you'll notice that if you knock it. So I would say that that's to avoid it already being in this position, and then you move it all the rest, and that would result in it falling over. So I can see why they've done that. The panels, they do open. A lovely joint there, quite smooth, and the panel on the other side also opens, so you can have you know, both of these panels up. You've got this really quite nice hook system here. You just open this up, and you've got a, I can just show you in there, you've got one of these string mechanisms which you can you know, either wind up or wind down, and then my poor knot that I put on that just has come undone. I guess I need to take more knot tying lessons, but still you can attach Luke onto there, and you can, you know, pull him all the way up if you wish, if you want to recreate that epic moment where he takes down a warhound, an AT-AT. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I need to knot that up a little bit later. But what's also good is that you can store you know, this e-web in here. On the other side there is a specific you know, plug to go on there, and you can store it, no issues, and that can kind of close down, that's fine. You can also fit the snow speeder in if you just open the rear. So the top opens and the rear comes down. I did have a discussion about how, you know, troopers and things get aboard one of these. I mean, clearly you get to the head through this main compartment. I had all kinds of theories in terms of there's some kind of extendable ladder that goes along here and then down here, or maybe it's built into this floor and it comes out and then drops down and then they climb up. But after seeing some of the movies and things, there are larger kind of landing pad platforms, and specifically also in the Imperial Star Destroyers, of which they're at the same level as this. So I think that's the main explanation of how troopers get into one of these tall walkers. But yeah, as you can see, that fits in there very nicely, very snugly, and then you can just close it up and close that. These move a little bit, there's a bit of give with those, a bit like the Razor Crest from Mandalorian. And of course you can sit these troopers down or just stand them up and store all of the minifigs in this model, so that you've just got the model showing, which is quite nice. Okay, it's difficult to squeeze in, but that's how big one of these AT-ATs is compared to the Warhound Titan on the left. Now, bearing in mind the AT-AT is £140. It's the 7th most expensive Lego Star Wars set on the Lego store, but as you can see, it is a fair bit bigger than the Warhound. As a bonus, I'll also do a size comparison with the Reaver Titan. Okay, so now we're getting into the realms of some very big models. I think what's apparent from that picture, although the camera is facing down slightly, is that the AT-AT is about the same height as the Reaver Titan. The head is slightly lower. You know, the carapace shoulder armor sections of the Reaver are just slightly taller, and of course you've got the carapace mounted Apocalypse missile launcher. So that's in the kind of like realms that we're talking about. So maybe not width face on, but definitely height wise, you're looking at pretty much the same height as a Reaver Titan. Now, of course, I'm not suggesting that you proxy an AT-AT instead of a Reaver, but I just thought it'd be fun to show you the sizes compared to them, and that's what I'll do with the Warlord Titan right now too. Okay, and this is kind of the final size comparison I'd like to make with a Warhammer 40,000 28mm scale Warlord Titan from Forge World. It does dwarf the AT-AT. I don't think these are really to scale, and also they're in completely different universes, and one's Lego and one's a finely detailed miniature. But still, I thought it would be fun to give you a size comparison between these two walkers and really highlight the influence that Star Wars and the AT-ATs have had on my life ever since I was a child, and I saw these huge walkers, quadrupedal walkers, moving forward along the snowscape on Hoth. It stirred something up inside me, and I've been a big fan of any kind of walkers ever since, really. So I guess what I'm highlighting is always remember the origin of your inspiration. I've included 2 Space Marines, a standard Space Marine in the middle, Primaris on the right and Slime Marble on the left, just to highlight the size of both of these models compared to them. Believe it or not, this Lego figure is not my largest Lego figure that I own. I own an Imperial Star Destroyer, and if you just type that into YouTube and type in Super Saiyan, you'll see the unboxing of that huge figure. I will be releasing a full time-lapse build of the Imperial Star Destroyer, which is absolutely huge, and you can always check out pictures of it on my Discord and Instagram. What do you guys think of the Lego Star Wars AT-AT? I've heard rumours that they'll be releasing a Ultimate Collectors series of the AT-AT, and I'd love to be on board for that, because I thoroughly enjoyed building the Imperial Star Destroyer. I'd like to get the Millennium Falcon at some point, but just for me, the Imperial Star Destroyer is so much more iconic. What do you guys think? So I'd like to hear your feedback and thoughts on the Lego Star Wars AT-AT. Please do post them in the comments below. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.